everybody, this is Migueltio, the North Country Latino, and today we're going to make another awesome recipe. This is a Boricua recipe for chicken called Pollo Delicioso, or delicious chicken if you want to translate it word for word. Why shouldn't it be delicious? Anything you eat for dinner should be delicious. So why not a recipe called Pollo Delicioso? We're going to tell you. Okay, anyways, some people know this is Caribbean chicken delight, but we're going to make it today on Migueltio, the North Country Latino, and I got 3.5 pounds of chicken to go in my big caldron of water. Ready to go. And in it first, I'm going to add some halved sweet onions, peel them, and halve them, and put them right in the pot. About a pound of onion halved, because they're going to boil along with the water, so it's not like you're going to chop it up for the ingredients, okay? They're for the boiling and the flavoring process. And then you got yourself 2 bay leaves. That's going to go right in that water too. And then once you got all that stuff in the water, what goes next? The chicken. And then you can get chicken that's whole, you can get chicken that's all pre-cut up, take the work out of it, whatever you got time for, whatever you feel like, whatever you're inspired to do. As long as it's a good 3.5 pounds of chicken, you're good to go. You got a big caldron, you're even better off. Put the chicken in the pot. Arrange it around all those ingredients so it boils together. Looks like a big edible bathtub there. And then you're going to turn your heat on and boil it for, a good hour or so. Covered. And we'll be back later. Okay, now that chicken is done, so we're going to uncover the pot and remove it one by one. Get a pair of tongs, and you can get those pieces out of there nice and tender. And they are really ready to come out. Look how good they look, all done with that onion, bay leaf, bringing the flavor in. And you're going to bring them over to a board. Get all the chicken out. And you can do this with a whole chicken. If you do it with a whole chicken, you don't have to boil it. I found it easier to boil the pieces since I had it in pieces. As long as it's 3.5 pounds of stuff. You're good either way. Because you're eventually going to remove it all. And you're going to do what we're going to do next year. And drain the water. So I got a strainer over here in the sink. I'm going to drain the water. I'm going to add my onions back in. I'm going to turn my heat on again to low. And then, into the pot, I'm going to add along with it I'm going to drain a can of mixed veggies. And you can use just peas or just carrots, something like that. I decided to do that. A little variation on the traditional recipe. And a couple tablespoons of butter and margarine. Those of you who don't like the margarine, you can use it to cook with, and it breaks down all that stuff that you don't want on the regular spread. Put that in. And you're going to cut up that chicken. into little chunks and put them into the pot. And the chicken's nice and tender to be able to do that. So you can almost cross-cut it like bread here. It's so tender from boiling it that it's already in chunks practically. All you gotta do is press the knife down and get it a little more cut. Because it's already good and soft. So you're good to put that right in to the pot. Break it up a little bit. No bones involved here when you're using boneless like I did. Doesn't matter what you use. What did I say? As long as it's 3.5 pounds worth. You're good to go. Put that all back into the pot. Oh, one got away. This time you're going to keep it uncovered. Maybe about medium heat. Get a spatula or a good cooking, kind of one of these spatula spoon things so you can stir it as well as move it around. And you're going to move it around and stir it around until that butter's melted. Over this moderate heat. Some recipes for this call for more butter. I call for just 2 tablespoons. And make sure you get your bay leaves out too. You don't need them anymore. They're a great flavoring, but when it comes down to the finished product, you don't want to eat them. So you're stirring your succulent casserole like this. Over moderate heat. Keep it going so it doesn't burn on. You don't want the thing to be blackened. You're not cooking Cajun here. Caribbean, yes, but not Louisiana spice. Keep that going. This is a marvelous recipe for a day when it's not hotter than blazes outside. You want to have some chicken, but you don't feel like going on the grill when it's not 80 degrees out, when it's like 50 or 60. But sometimes, even in the early summer, you can get a cold one or chilly one. If you want, go up in your cupboard. Grab a little adobo and you can season it a little bit with. If you're using a whole chicken, there's a whole seasoning process you can go through. But if you want to put some light seasoning over it, just to say you did, good jar of adobo does it every time. And you can go as light on the sodium as you want. Just a little bit goes a long way when it comes to adobo. You know what I'm saying? And your veggies are all mixed in there. This is all why they call this Pollo Delicioso. Get it so it's nice and heated through. Make sure if you got a big pot, it doesn't slip off the center of the burners either. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes big pots will do that. They'll slide to one side or the other, and you can't tell the way these ovens are made with these flat burners. You can't even see it under there. So make sure it stays in the center. You got one of those burners with the little grill things under, then you're good to go because it's going to sit on that. But these flat burners, sometimes you can't tell. And you got it off to the right or off to the left, and everything on one side is getting cooked, and nothing on the other side is. You're in trouble, you know? Keep it all centered. And keep stirring. Keep the meat moving so nothing's sitting there getting stagnant. Looking good. Looking real good. Like I said before, your pot should sing. If you don't have a good pot that makes a good sound, don't get yourself another pot. That one was my fault. I hit the rubber tip a little bit. There you go. Okay, so we are ready to dish up here. We got our Pollo Delicioso. We've got this awesome steamed kale salad with carrots and edamame and other vegetables in there. Some red sweet pepper among things. And we're going to dish this dish up delicioso style, like the recipe says. We'll steep that chicken right in the middle of the plate, like you would any good casserole. Or you can. You don't have to, but it's a little more fun that way, isn't it? When you serve it up good. And then I'm going to put some of my veggies around it. Move them right around. Isn't that looking good? And with it, a little white sangria. Mine from White Springs Winery, just south of Geneva, New York. White Springs White Sangria. It's awesome. If you're in the Geneva Finger Lakes area, go to White Springs. They got red sangria, white sangria, and other things too. Cheers. This is Migueltio, the North Country Latino. Say, hey, enjoy dinner. Have whatever you have and make it delicioso. And if you want to have Pollo Delicioso, have it with me. This is it. Till next time, folks. We're going to go on location soon, to a secret location. One of those on-location episodes. I'm just not telling where until it happens. I don't know if I'll be actually cooking on location, but we're going to go there anyways. Have a great dinner, everybody. Make it delicioso. Shout out to all the seniors, South Louis and Adirondack on your graduation coming up there. Enjoy the summer, folks.